Alright everyone, we're back for another video Saturday review, and I just want to start off by first saying that I'm getting a lot of great entries for the contest that just went up yesterday, so everyone keep that coming. I hope everyone has fun, and I know whoever wins will definitely enjoy those lobby cards. They're very cool. So, alright, so what we're going to do today is take a look at the different home video releases in terms of different media like laserdiscs, VHS, beta tapes, CED, and besides the formats, take a look at some of the international releases of those media. And instead of going through everything, what thought I would do is just focus on one movie at a time. Maybe, like do part 2 today, and then in a couple weeks do part 1 or part 8, something to that effect. So, and this is just the wall that I hang my laser discs on. I have all the US and all the Japanese laser discs, so I'll be pulling them off this wall. You can see there's one missing there because we're doing part 2 today. And there's my other part of my wall where part 2 US laser disc is on. And down here is where I keep all my tapes, all my VHS, all my DVDs and whatnot. So anywho, so over here I have all the different versions of part 2 that I own, which is, after I started pulling all these together to show you guys this today, I didn't realize I had this many, so that's never a good thing. But what I thought I'd first do is start going through the covers of each of these movies. This one here, that is the CED. That's what RCA released in the early 80s, and I've talked about that on the site before. That's basically like a vinyl record in a hard case, as you can hear, and you'd put it into a basically a tray like you do a CD, and it would load it in, and it would play like a laser disc, but it did, it had chapters, I believe. But that's it. So that's the cover. That's a unique cover. That's one of the few. In fact, before they just released the new DVDs this past year, this was the only time outside of the German VHS, which I'll show you guys in a second, that the cover actually looked anywhere near different from the rest of the releases. So that's the CED. This is the US Laserdisc release, and that's just the standard fare. Over here is the Japanese Laserdisc release, basically the same cover, just with the cool Japanese lettering. And this is, on the side of it here, this is the obi strip, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned these when I've written about the Laserdisc from Japan before, but these are basically like receipts. And from my understanding, and I might be wrong, so I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but these are basically what they would do is when you bought these in a store, the owner of the store or the clerk would take these off of the Laserdisc, and that was their way of tracking their sales so they could replenish their inventory. Don't know if that's exactly true or not. I thought I read about that somewhere, but so that's why sometimes it's hard to find the Japanese Laserdiscs with the obi strip on them. So that's the cover for Japanese Laserdisc. And then this is the cover for the Japanese VHS release. Same cover as the Laserdisc. This cover is the German Part 2 release. And I really like this cover because it is completely different from anything else that I've seen released for Part 2 in any language in any country, to this point at least, outside of the new releases from last year. I just think it's really cool. I like that one. And then up here is the US VHS release. This is the US beta tape. And then down here I have this is the Region 4 DVD release. And the coolest thing about this is the fact that they put the sack on the cover of the slipcase. That's just the slipcase. Below that, or underneath, when you slide the slipcase off, it's what pretty much everyone else has seen from the release over in Region 2 in Europe, and Region 4, which I believe this Region 4 release is for Australia and South America, Brazil and whatnot. Don't know if that covers everything for Region 4, but those are the two areas I know for sure. And what's really cool, I bought a poster for all of the releases overseas. And I don't know if you guys can get a good zoom in on this, but I love this poster. So it's a small poster, but this is the cover of the box set that you can buy for all of the Region 2 releases, and they made it into a poster for promotional purposes. But anyway, so if you see, like, you know, part 2 is listed down there, and then I got all the covers there. So, but anyway, so that's the cover for part 2. And then let's see. So what I thought I'd do. Oh, and then this is the U.S. re-release of part 2, the deluxe edition from last year, and that has all the special features on it that hadn't been on any other DVD release before. So next thing I thought I'd do is flip these over, and I got to hurry up before I run out of time here. Flip over the CED back. Now this back, this one, and then I'll show you the Japanese back, are the only two out of all of these that have anything different in terms of pictures. And this one's probably the coolest back I've seen of anything released for part 2, because it has Crazy Ralph, a huge picture of Crazy Ralph on the side, which I think is awesome. And this picture with Ginny with the fork, they've shown this on the back cover, I think, in the Japanese release. We'll find out when we get to the rest of them. The campfire scene definitely is on all the backs. This is the only time I've seen the beach scene, and then the scene where Jason jumps through the window at the end to grab Ginny in the dream sequence. So that's pretty cool. The US Laserdisc release has all of the same images that the VHS and the DVDs have had in the past. Nothing new there. I think the only thing that's different, or the only added scene, is the pitchfork, I believe. And then here's the VHS back. If you look there, it just has the same 4 pictures. So yeah, so the one that's missing from the Laserdisc is the pitchfork. Beta tape will have the exact same pictures. The Japanese VHS, same 4 pictures. And even the German part 2 release is the exact same pictures, which I was shocked by. I thought at least one of the international back covers would have had something different. Now the Japanese Laserdisc has a lot of different pictures, actually, when you look at it. It has Jason coming through the window when Ginny's hiding behind the door in the one room. This picture's the same on all the other back covers, same as that, but this is the cool one with Deputy Winslow getting ready to get the hammer down on him, literally. Yeah, so I like that cover. I like the back because it's different than most of the other ones. And then the back cover for the Region 4 release has the campfire scene, Jason coming through the window, and then Ginny there at the end as well. And then this one, the U.S. re-release has, I forgot, I didn't see that one, has Deputy Winslow with the look on his face after he gets the hammer put in the back of his head. And then there's that look of Paul that, I swear, there's a story behind that one. Maybe somebody here can tell us about that, but I don't remember that ever being in the movie, and I think that was part of a cut scene. I don't know, but we'll find that out eventually. Maybe you guys can let us know about that. But anyway, so that's all my DVDs and CEDs and Laserdiscs and VHS of Part 2, which is a lot. Not all the movies I have all the media for. Most of them I have pretty much the same kind of media for everything and international releases. So that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on my next video next Saturday. Take care.